we go. We are empty. It certainly looks like this field is pretty much done. So I need to check that left side, but we'll do that when we finish off that patch in the middle. I'm then planning to put oilseed radish on all 3 of our canola fields. Some of them may be planted later in fall, so the canola field I will probably plant a winter wheat of some type. The rye I might leave until spring for sunflowers, because we're always going to have some for some sunflower fields. So we may put sunflowers in these 3, 4, but then I'm going to want another wheat crop over there. What can we plant? Spring, fall. Oh, we can plant oats. So I was wondering if I could plant oats. I wasn't sure if that was a spring crop or whether it was a winter crop. But I might plant oats up in 1, 2, and 3. And then we may not plant any canola this year, especially since I'm not going to be buying any fields that I could particularly put canola in. Sunflower field will probably again be a fast turnover, so we'll use digestate to boost the nitrogen in those, which is fine. So it'll be harvest, digestate, and replant almost immediately. And I might go back to something like barley or wheat, because we haven't done those crops in a while. Sugar beet fields will replant with sugar beets. They're pretty much going to be a permanent sugar beet thing, unless I buy a couple more fields up in that area. We could put sugar beets in 1, 2, and 3. Maybe plant oats in what is currently our sunflower fields, and then maybe barley up where we had sugar beets. The problem with doing that is we're planting a lot of winter crops in fields that we're harvesting during fall. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. Okay. Probably don't need 10 or 9. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll use it all eventually. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to come back. and probably for practically nothing. But the whole lime thing is why we got this big spreader. We've got the tractors to run it, and lime is just used so quickly. And you can't put narrow tyres on this, so it's not like you're going to be spreading fertiliser on fields with crops growing. I mean, that said, you still could, because normally you'll spread mineral fertiliser on just planted fields, whereas you'll spray fertiliser on crops that are growing. Okay, this should be the last crate we're filling with. And yes. So we've got 4,000 and a couple of hundred left. But yeah, apart from that, the farm is going good for now, and we're pretty much closing down the farm the end of this year. There will be sales in December to get a final reckoning, winter, to get a final reckoning of farm value. We have one more piece of equipment, the sugar beet harvester, to buy. I'm not sure if we'll keep the topper for sugar beets. Just because if you top the sugar beets, you can drive over the crop, and that does make it easier to empty the harvester. So, because otherwise you have to extricate the harvester from where it is in the middle of the field. So keeping the topper, we'll be able to top the sugar beet fields and then turn up with the harvester and just dig up the crop. We've still got the potato topper, which we should probably get rid of. So what I might do is grab one of our tractors, put the potato topper and the sugar beet harvester on the back of it, take them off to the store and sell them. We'll hold off buying the harvester until we actually need it. And then it's the thing. We'll harvest the sunflowers, we'll pile into winter, keep the sheep alive. So once all the harvesting is complete, the final episode will just be a sales episode and a review of how we did. But yeah, it has been a fun series. And since we rebooted, we've done 320 hours. I don't know how many we did before the PC crashed. Good grief, come on, you can do it. Yay. Alright. Okay, so we've got a patch on the other side of the island. We can lower the wings, and oh, I should have come in from the other side. Because of how bad I am at doing this, this is going to take 2 passes no matter what. Turn off, yay. And even that's not going to complete it, good grief. And at the moment you can see we did have quite a few patches of failed to ripen points on this field. Okay, drive up this edge. I'm not sure, I think we got all of it. No, there's a little patch to the right which it's not going to see. And some more. Okay. And I'm going to set that off. Backwards. Oh, yes. Last 15,000 litres of canola. And I've been using our new Class 800 to plant the oilseed, which is kind of okay. It has been struggling with some of the hills, but our seeder's 250 horsepower. The Class is only about 280. How's this looking? This looking okay. Probably could do with a refuel. I guess we can do a final reckoning of summer harvest. All right. So the rye is down the end here, and we ended up with 340,000 litres. That's not a bad day of work. The canola is topped out at 170. Now, again, these are poor yielding results. Primarily because of our pH, not our, yes, our pH levels were just bad. I don't really need to clean this tipper out since really we just bought it. will be used for sunflower collection, carting. Tractor could probably do with a clean though, and it definitely needs some fuel, because if I don't do that, I will forget. Okay, Class Axion, yeah, we'll take that. So I bought 1 pallet of oilseed and managed to plant all 4 rye fields with that. Which probably better than I expected. And I bought another pallet. The pallets are only 2,100 litres. But I bought another pallet for these 3 fields, and maybe that will be sufficient as well. Get this working on a worker. And off he goes. Okay, time to put this away, I think. Again, we're done carting for a while. This tractor, I think I refueled it during the day while we were carting. Reversing this here. So we can give it a little bit of a wash. This thing does get very dirty very quickly. And it's looking quite nicely worn with all the scratched paintwork. I do appreciate that. Okay, tractor clean. The weight probably isn't, but it is what it is. And we can put this thing away too. Oh, if I watch what I'm doing, we can. Okay. It's probably good. Okay. Guess this can be put away. 146 hours on this tractor. Well, then we'll put the case away too. I found it very difficult to get this weight clean. Whether I spray it directly or not, it doesn't come clean very easily. Okay. So this tractor is in good condition. I may look for a little bit more work for the case to do. It'll give us the opportunity to have it out again and then clean it up. Okay, you're done. Workers are still working. Yeah. We could do this, I guess. One. We are really... Actually, I was going to say we're really getting low on sugar beets. And I was really worried we wouldn't actually make it to the end of the year with just the crates. But really, I'm not sure it's actually that much of a problem. We still have 12 crates. I'm going to put 2 more on, so we're going to have 10 crates left over after this load is moved. Which is fine. I mean, I was worried we weren't going to have any. Not sure if this is going to work. Going to have to take some bales out to the fields at some time too. That's not going to work. Okay, going to need the Land Rover. Fortunately, the Brantner works with this, so not too bad of a situation. If I could have taken the what is it? If I could have taken the telehandler out there, I could have swept up the mess. But as it is, we'll just restock the sugar beets and leave it as is. What's the easiest way to do this? Do this field first. It's just easier, but okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Did I not have another bale of hay in here? I guess that would be no. I thought there was one, but maybe I'm just going crazy. And there was exactly enough in the bale we had up here. That's fine. And then I'll put 2 each in the other 2 fields. and we don't have to drive into the fields. Trip over that. Huh. We used part of a crate already. Yes, it is what it is. Put that one there. I'm going to bring that one forward. So that should be the first one we grab after using the one that we already used part of, and then we used part of that one too. Okay, we'll head down to the other feed spot, then we'll come back through the sawmill. Somewhere along here. Yeah. So yeah, we need to bring some hay out. Might do that telehandler with the auto load. Spikes. Do that. Do that. Drop it. That's fine. Nice. Okay. Hazards off. Let's drive. So the dash partly works. There's no turn signal inside. I don't think there's any lights. Yeah, the dashboard lights up, but there's no you've got your lights on. Warning light lighting up. Aside from that, it's right hand steering, so a little bit more kosher for British farm. I know AFM Santana has done another Land Rover model for Farm Sim 22. It's not the pickup, it's the sort of enclosed